The forgotten city of Great Zimbabwe, Africa's lost empire. Deep in the heart of southern Africa lies a mysterious set of ruins, massive stone walls, soaring towers, and intricate passageways. For centuries, explorers couldn't believe that such an advanced city could have been built by Africans. They searched for foreign explanations, from Phoenicians to aliens. But the truth is far more powerful. This was Great Zimbabwe, the heart of a mighty African empire. Today, we uncover the rise, the glory, and the mystery of its fall. Great Zimbabwe wasn't just a city. It was a symbol of African power and innovation. Built between the 11th and 15th centuries, it became the capital of the Kingdom of Zimbabwe. The word Zimbabwe itself comes from the Shona language, meaning house of stone. And that's exactly what it was. A sprawling city made of granite, carefully stacked without mortar, yet strong enough to survive centuries. At its height, Great Zimbabwe was home to over 20,000 people, a massive population for the medieval world. The city was divided into sections: the hill complex, where kings lived and ruled; the great enclosure, with walls so wide and tall they rivaled European castles; and the valley ruins, where commoners lived, traded, and worked. The architecture was more than just impressive, it was symbolic. The great enclosure, for example, may have been a royal residence or a place for rituals, showing the wealth and power of the rulers. Great Zimbabwe wasn't isolated. In fact, it was connected to vast trade networks stretching across Africa, Arabia, India, and even China. Archaeologists have discovered Chinese porcelain, Arabian glass beads, and coins from Persia within the ruins. The city's wealth came largely from gold. Rivers nearby were rich with it, and Great Zimbabwe controlled the trade routes that supplied gold to the Swahili coast. From there, it traveled across the Indian Ocean to the rest of the world. Imagine this: an African king in Zimbabwe, his wealth influencing trade thousands of miles away in Asia. But it wasn't just gold. Ivory, cattle, and iron tools also contributed to its power. The rulers of Great Zimbabwe were wealthy beyond imagination, with some historians calling it the African El Dorado. But every great empire eventually declines, and Great Zimbabwe was no exception. By the 15th century, the city was mysteriously abandoned. Why? Scholars suggest several theories. One is overpopulation. The land simply couldn't sustain so many people, leading to food shortages. Another is environmental decline. Deforestation and overgrazing damaged the land. Still others point to shifts in trade routes. As coastal cities like Kilwa and Sofala rose, Great Zimbabwe's influence faded. But the abandonment of Great Zimbabwe gave rise to myths, especially among European colonizers. When they first discovered the ruins in the 19th century, they refused to believe that Africans had built such monumental structures. Instead, they claimed it was the work of Phoenicians, Arabs, or even the Queen of Sheba. Some went as far as suggesting aliens. For decades, African achievement was denied. It wasn't until modern archaeology proved otherwise that the truth was accepted. Great Zimbabwe was built by Africans, for Africans. Today, Great Zimbabwe stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a proud reminder of Africa's rich and powerful history. Its stone walls still stand tall, echoing the voices of the people who once lived there. The country of Zimbabwe itself took its name from this ancient city, embracing the legacy of its ancestors. But perhaps the greatest legacy of Great Zimbabwe is the lesson it teaches us about history, that advanced civilizations thrived across the world, not just in Europe or Asia. Africa was not just a passive observer of history, it was a stage for empires, innovation, and trade that shaped the entire world. Great Zimbabwe may have fallen centuries ago, but its stone walls continue to tell a story of power, wealth, and resilience. So the next time someone asks about lost cities of the world, remember that one of the greatest of them all lies in Africa. If you enjoyed this journey into history, don't forget to like this video. Subscribe for more stories of lost cities, dark landmarks, and hidden myths. And let me know in the comments, which lost civilization should we explore next?